All right, folks, I was late. I'm sorry. There it is. The game actually started on time, which is kind of a crazy concept considering that all games don't seem to start on time. Knipple almost had 2 threes off the get-go, although he's got one, so 3-0 for the Blue Devils here. My mom is actually at the game. Go figure. So we get some we'll get some inside in the inside scoop as Flag hits 3 again. Look, I fully expect this to be a rout. I don't think that there's any other plausible outcome to this particular game here. We played them about a month ago, and it was like a 24-25 point game. Miami seemingly can't hit the ocean, despite the fact that they're literally about 5 miles from it. Ooh, that's a steal. That's a bad pass, actually, by Tyrese Proctor. We had a backcourt between James and Proctor the other night in Illinois. 10 assists, 0 turnovers. Miami does manage to cash in here for Landon Kidd on his first bucket. And a start there. A bad turnover by Proctor, very, very uncharacteristic, especially after the drubbing of Illinois this weekend. Duke managing to move up to the 2 slot. Oh my God, Knipple, that's a foul. That is a foul on 11. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Herbert, Chris, Orlando, Timothy. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Oh, what was the question? Is who am I picking to win the F1 World? Is it? I guess we have to do both drivers and constructors, huh? See on James fouls as that's another turnover actually. Max probably wins again. I would think I don't know if there's anybody to really challenge Max, or unless Lando has a really good season from the get-go. I get part of what happened last year was that Max was ahead by so much. I should check that out of bounds there on Brandon Johnson, but good rebound here by Duke as Knipple will pick up a foul. Max was just so far ahead by the time that everybody else started catching up that it didn't matter. He could have just stopped racing basically because nobody was going to rack up. But they were all just going to beat each other, right? So nice move by Proctor all the way to the rack, by the way. Even if Max had just stopped racing between Piastri, Leclerc, Sainz, Norris, they're just all going to beat each other, and so nobody's going to rack up enough first places to actually contest him, right? So there's nobody that's so basically you need to do it from the start. You need Max to not be in such a dominant position from the get-go. I think the constructors is wide open again. I think that we saw that at the end of last year where Red Bull didn't even win. I think the Ferrari might even take it this time. Of course, the Ferrari fans are always going to believe that it's their year. But they probably, their driver lineups, certainly with that driver lineup, certainly has a shot. They would have had a lot. I think the Sainz driver lineup was really strong too, but I guess the Hamilton one is an interesting little wrinkle in there. Nice move by Flag inside, just discards Brandon Johnson, and Cooper Flag's got 5 here in the early going. Everybody criticizes NASCAR. They have their faults big time, but it's a snooze fest for F1 for me. Yeah, sometimes the thing with NASCAR is that there's just so many cars that there's going to be a wreck. There's going to be a wreck at some point. I was watching part of the Daytona 500, man, and it's even till the very end, those people were just it was a disaster. Frank says IndyCar racing is great. Yeah, IndyCar too, even ahead of F1. We got our first TV time out here, 10-2 here in the early going for the Blue Devils. Looking good. 5 from Flag, 2 from Proctor, and 3 from Knipple. 1 foul on Cian James there, 2 turnovers. Not really the stat that we wanted, but everything else looking pretty good. So there we go. A good start here for our boys. A couple things to hit on right before we get into the game. Any update on Brown? Sorry for the light question. So Malik Brown will most likely return for the ACC tournament. I don't suspect he will. Definitely will not play in the regular season anymore. And if it's not the ACC tournament, then it's the NCAA tournament. But he will be back. It's not quite known which of the postseason tournaments that will be for. So that's but yes, he will be back. Everything looked pretty good on the imaging, and no surprises on the shoulder dislocation. So the team is very hopeful. I think it's good for some of the other guys. I think tonight we're gonna see more Isaiah Evans. We might see him actually come in right at the as we come out of this timeout. We saw 14 minutes from Patrick Gungba the other night. We should probably see some more of that. And we'll probably see some more Mason Gillis. I think Mason Gillis did very well in the last game against Miami. He had 4 threes in that game. I mean, everybody did pretty well in the last game against Miami, but to be said, Mason Gillis did hit his shot there. So that's definitely a positive, I think, for the development for the other guys. I mean, on the Miami side, look, if not too much hope for the Miami team, obviously, but sitting at where they are right now with the record that they are. But last time, I mean, Lynn Kidd got 20 on 10 of 17, actually all from 2. Justin Schwartz there, where's Justin Schwartz, number 23, had 11, and that was it. They shot 39% from the floor and 30% from 3 and only 2 free throws, and they barely made it into the mid-50s. So, yeah, we need more Darren Harris. I'm surprised any Miami fans would show up with the .22 percentage. That's what I was telling my mom. I was like, she's like, I'm glad I'm not the only Duke one here. I was like, look, man, all the Duke fans are going to show up to that game. They're going to take all the Miami tickets. And even if the Miami fans are going to show up, they're going to show up because they want to watch Cooper Flagg play, who's going to be your National Player of the Year and your number 1 pick in the NBA draft and everything else, and the ACC Player of the Year, a Rookie of the Year, the Player of the Year. Everything is gonna wipe it up. So one fun tidbit, I guess, is that this is Jon Scheyer's 100th game as a Duke coach. He's sitting at about a 70% win rating, which is quite good. Talking about coaches, I think we also saw Hubert Davis. I was looking in chat. Herbert there is a Hubert Davis from UNC getting a contract extension that'll run through the 2030 season, which, for all of us Duke fans, we should be very happy with, because that means we're going at least 8-2 or 7-3 against Carolina for the next 5 years in the regular season. So that looks very good. So you know what, they can keep Hubert Davis for all I care, and just go ahead and give him the contract. It worked well for us. Oh, that should have been an assist for Cooper Flagg, as Gungba couldn't get the dunk to go down. He just mistimed the jump there. I think it was about to be 12-10 to 2 rather, and Miami steps out of bounds there instead of the foul call. Of course, yeah, they're now talking about Jai Lucas, who the main storyline is, right? Jai Lucas is going to be the new coach of the Miami Hurricanes at the conclusion of the season. It's a great opportunity for him. Obviously, we're going to miss him in his recruiting. Let UNC continue to slip on that banana peel of failure. I mean, the problem is, nice shot by Proctor there as he makes 3. He's got 5 as well. The problem with the UNC thing is that it's shaping up that in order to make the tournament, UNC is going to have to beat us in that final game of the season. Like, that game at Carolina, they have to win it. They have no other option, because they're so mid in the ACC that they probably will not see us again in the ACC tournament unless they were to get all the way to the final, right? In which case, like, they just won't have an opportunity for another quad 1 win. Beautiful steal, great hands, and great extension by Gungba, and running the floor is Flagg, and Flagg is going to finish there with the easy rim. So UNC just has no other quad 1 opportunities. I doubt with Duke and Clemson as the 1 and 2 seeds, Louisville, because Louisville beat Clemson. They're just not going to have another opportunity for a quad 1 win, so they have to win it. And if they don't win it, they're completely hosed. So, it's a bit of an issue for us there. We're going into that final game at Chapel Hill. It could be a lot harder than you originally anticipate. I mean, I think we still end up winning, but I would expect UNC to come out and definitely compete in that one. So we have Miami at the free throw line here. I sound tired. I just need I just need some water. I'll get the. Also, I mean, it is like 4 o'clock here, so I technically did just get off work, but I did just finish a nice pregame walk with the dog. Isaiah Evans is in the game here. Oh, Proctor was wide open. Didn't go there, and flag now looking for Evans here. Evans just catch and shoot. No foul. Actually, it's going to be a turnover. Interesting. Isaiah Evans has been doing very well of late. Has scored 17 points in each of the last 2 games here against Illinois and against UVA. He is 8 of 11 from 3. That is 73%. It's ridiculous. I do wonder if that block counts as a miss. No, it doesn't. It just looks like it counts as a deflection, so that doesn't hurt his shooting percentage on that one there. But it does give Duke another turnover. Duke had only 6 turnovers in the game against Illinois. We have 3 so far in the first 7 minutes. Loose ball here, and Miami comes up with the offensive rebound and a finish there for Joe Beat. It's a rather unfortunate bounce of the ball. As we see an early Caleb Foster today, guys. An early Caleb Foster. We've been talking about how much we need him to get his confidence back. I mean, because every time he comes in garbage time, he just ends up putting up 10 points, and it's like, it looks effortless. Oh, nice drive baseline here. He's going to put up a tough 2. Oh, it does fall. Wow, that was a crazy shot. I can't believe that actually went in. But good for Caleb Foster to get 2 points early here. Flag almost steals it with the length for Miami, but not quite. They retain possession. We have Austin Schwartz here driving. Hard screen there as Isaiah Evans gets hit. Oh, nice deflection there by Sion James. Ball still with Miami, but only 5 on the shot clock, and they're 30 feet from the bucket. Driving in is Joe Beat. Oh my God, what a swat. What a swat. Look at this one. This is the... Get out. That is like... That's a beauty. That's a beauty. That's a beauty. What a block by Gumbo. See, these are the minutes that we've been asking for, like, from the bench players, right? Evans, Foster, Gungbo, all getting quality minutes while Malik Brown is out with injury. It's great for us. Do I get my phone at work? Yes, I do. As far as the ACC tournament goes, is Clemson the only one that can test us? No, I mean, Clemson or Louisville. I put out a tweet earlier this week. Was it earlier this week, or was it late last week? Basically, between Duke, Clemson, and Louisville, they have a combined 5 losses, right? It's Duke has 1, Louisville's got 2, and Clemson is 2. The team in 4th, which I think is Wake Forest, if I'm not mistaken, has 5 losses. So between the top 3 teams, you have as many losses as the team in 4th. Now, of the 5 losses, 3 of them are to each other, right? So we have this like bizarre triangle of death where like Duke beat Louisville, Louisville beat Clemson, and Clemson beat Duke. So like everybody's kind of like circular. So that's 3 out of the 5 losses of the top 3 teams. The other 2 losses are both to Georgia Tech for whatever reason. Georgia Tech has beat Louisville and has beat Clemson. We beat them. But like, I don't know how that works. But like, and that's it. And that's like, and literally we've beaten the rest of the ACC. So unless your name is Georgia Tech, for whatever reason, it doesn't seem like you're going very far. But yeah, I mean, I think we get Clemson in a rematch, especially on a neutral court. I mean, they just shot so well at home. It was a ridiculous game, honestly. But Louisville, I think, could be a wild card. Remember, that's the game that I said I'm really glad we played them early in the season, because this looks like a Louisville team that could be much better later on. And I think they definitely have gone in that direction. Especially, that was a tough road win. Look, we played the team in second and the team in third, both on the road, right? We played Louisville at Louisville and Clemson at Clemson. Like, that's as far as like hard ACC schedule, it's about as hard as it can get, because everybody else is, bottom feeding basically. So, but I mean, I think we're gonna be okay, man. This is the team, folks. This is the team. This is the team. It's gonna be one seed in the East. You're gonna get 2 games in Raleigh. You're gonna get 2 games in Newark, which is basically New York. I don't even know where you play in Newark, to be honest. So Miami inbounding now here, Duke 17-6, and that is the shot clock violation. That was a tenth of a second left after the swat. So literally nothing you can do. You can't actually even get a shot off with less than 3/10 of a second. So yeah. Chris is super pumped with this team heading into the NCAA tournament. I mean, I think we all should be. Like, this is the most legit team we have fielded in a decade. There's no joke. Like, literally, this is the best team we have had in a decade since 2015, when we won the whole thing. And I think this team is better than the 2015 team. Actually, by the metrics, this team is as good as the 90-91 team in the Ken Palm. So, like, there is no better team in college basketball other than it's the 90-91 or the 89-90 Duke team, and then this one. Like, analytically, that's it. So I don't know where that leaves us, other than extremely hopeful this is going to be it. So another late shot clock possession here for Miami. They're going to have 4 seconds to put up the three. They do. It does not go, and it goes up over the top, so that'll count as being out of bounds. I don't know how that stays with Miami. It went over the top of the backboard. That's literally not stays with Miami. Okay, that's really weird. Okay. Anyway, Joe B, I thought he stepped in the end line there for a second. Mason Gillis gets ready to takes his sweats off and gets ready to check in at the next whistle. And we'll have 2 points for Miami here. Nice ball movement, actually, for the Hurricanes. And Sion James brings it up the court. And we have another turnover. Sion James just lost it. Kind of sloppy here by our guards, honestly. Second turnover. Sion James has been averaging a 6 assist to turnover ratio, and he's got 2 turnovers. So unless he pulls up 12 assists tonight, I don't think that ratio is going to stay. We got Proctor and Knipple getting off the bench here, and it's a 3 by Miami on the way, and that actually hits. So off a Duke turnover here, Miami cashes in. Jaleel Bethea. Was it Skylark that was talking about Bethea? As Miami closes it to 8. And a little loosey-goosey here with the ball. Evans going to try to get it back. Yeah, why not? Isaiah Evans gets the 3 right back at 11. Like I said, he's been shooting. Let's call that 9 of 12. That is 75% here for 3 in the last 3 games, including tonight. Nick, welcome. Miami having to initiate offense from well beyond the 3-point line. They fake the 3, Bethea for 3 again, and he hits it again. Oh, interesting little wrinkle here. Jalil Bethea got two threes on two straight possessions. Okay, I see you. I see you. James gets it to Evans. High screen there by Malowacz. And Evans gets three! And the foul! Incredible. Wow. This is so basically Bethea and Evans are just having a little 3-point shooting contest between the two of them at this point. We've gone 4 possessions. Bethea's got 2 threes for Miami, and Evans has 2 threes for Duke, and he's about to go to the line for a 4-point play here. And he does convert. I mean, Isaiah Evans' game is he is on the ascent, which is where we want, right? Malowacz getting better. I mean, defensively, he was always really good, but offensively, he's come up. We've talked about how, like, I don't know why this dude isn't scoring 10 points a night. Well, he has been lately. Isaiah Evans has been doing more than just being the one-trick pony at the 3, although he has been shooting a ridiculous percentage. He can also put it on the floor and drive it. We've seen that in the last 3 games. I mean, all the key role-playing, I mean, Flagger's just been Flag, and Knipple has been fantastic, and Proctor got out of his slump has been sensational. So, like, all the key role-playing pieces are actually getting better at the right time, too. So that's why I have a lot of confidence with this team heading into the postseason, because we are playing our best basketball now. And we, like, already beat teams like Auburn, right? The whole Kansas loss at this point is an aberration, right? And the whole Kentucky thing, these are like one-possession games. Oh, a tap out there by Miami on the missed 3. They feed it down low. Great rotation by Duke. Get out of there, says Malowacz. He's saving a basket. Miami had all sorts of opportunities, but couldn't get it to work. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Deep 3. Malowacz comes down with a strong rebound. He's just taller than everybody else by like 6 inches at the moment. 12-point lead for the Blue Devils as Proctor brings it down. There's Knipple, who's got way too much space. I thought he was going to take the 3. He decides to pull it down. Instead, he gives it to Evans. Evans says, "Thank you very much." Oh, it's another one. Oh, my goodness. 10 points for Isaiah Evans off the bench. Just incredible, man. He's shooting like it's Steph Curry out there. Oh, it could be a turnover as Knipple hits the deck, and they're going to get him for a foul for undercutting Brandon Johnson, but I like the effort. I'll take that foul 8 days of the week. Evans is cooking. Evans is absolutely cooking right now. This game is not a snoozer. Isaiah Evans has made it very entertaining. It's an exhibition. Oh, that's a deflection by Proctor. It still winds up in the hands of Miami, though. Down low. Good post position here by Lynn Kidd. Miami has to get it back out. We're going to go to 3 again. Oh, Bethea again. He's got 9. He is single-handedly keeping Miami in it. If Bethea wasn't in this game, they would be down 21 right now. Evans obliges on the other side. No. That was a heat check. That was a heat check. Jon Scheyer's going to sub him out after that one. Actually, he's going to sub him out for the defense here, but he gets saved by Malowacz, who gets his second block. 2 blocks for Malowacz in that little stint there. Now I'm going to go get my water. Give me a sec. See, the dog is trying to sleep over there in the corner at the moment, and I'm waking him up because of how exciting this thing is going right now. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Let's see this Malowacz block again over here. Rewind this sucker. So this is why I say, I mean, after this heat check that Scheyer was probably going to pull Isaiah Evans here, because this is bad defense. Like, look at, I mean, he just lets the guy just go right by him. I mean, but then Malowacz cleans it up. He's like the eraser for the mistake. But, like, it was bad defense for Isaiah Evans after the heat check. So, like, I suspect that the leash is is about to get reined in on him here in a second. But I could be wrong. Miami buzzer sounds weird. The stats definitely in Duke's favor at the moment. I mean, oh, wow. Okay. Duke 11 of 15 from the floor. That's good for 73.3%. We're actually shooting a higher percentage from three. It's 6 of 8, so 75%. Most thanks to Isaiah Evans here, 3 of 4. Those are the only shots he's hit. Duke assisting on 8 of the 11 baskets here. A phenomenal percentage there. But does have 4 turnovers, which is the bizarre stat so far. Miami managing to turn those 4 turnovers into 7 points. Duke, however, has countered back, forcing 5 turnovers from the Miami side, which it has turned into 12 points and kept Miami down to 33% shooting from the floor and 27 from the field. 3 of 11 for Miami from 3, which is all from Bethea. So he is kind of the man at the moment. If we look back at the box score from the original game that was done in Cameron about a month ago, Bethea only had 7 points in that game, and he's got 9 already here about halfway through the, little over halfway through the first half. So he's definitely come up. Lynn Kidd, on the other hand, has 2 points. He put in 20 in the game in Cameron. So we're a little bit of a give and take so far. It looks like we've really locked down the 2-point piece and kind of given Bethea a little bit more free reign. Could I tell you which players might come back next year? I mean, I suspect Gungbo will be back. I suspect Isaiah Evans will be back from the current list. I mean, Brown gone, James and is run out of eligibility. Gillis run out of eligibility. Yeah, that's probably it. I mean, Caleb Foster, I don't know if he stays or transfers, but like Flag, Knipple, Proctor, they probably go to the NBA. And Malawach, I'll probably go to the NBA. Those 4. Miami inbounding under the baseline here. Let's see if they get it to Bethea. Good defense by Knipple, actually. Almost a 5-second call against the Hurricanes, but they do manage to get it in. Proctor getting back down. And now we're going to go with Lynn Kidd as a mid-range jump shot. That's good. 4 points for him. 10-point game so far with the 3-ball keeping Miami in it. Knipple's going to drive in. He's going to get the reverse. Oh, beautiful little layup for Con Knipple. 31-19 as we tick under 7 minutes here. John Shire looks like he's ready to check in at the scorer's table. Not that he needs to. The team's doing just fine right now. Brandon Johnson, a little bit of a mismatch there down low with Proctor. Good defense by Malawach on Lynn Kidd. Good defense without fouling, actually. Manages a very tough shot, but Duke cannot corral the rebound. So we reset for Miami here with 20 on the shot clock. By the way, we did get a sub the other day, although it didn't show up on who it was. So if you're out there, the mysterious subber, much appreciated. Not all of them get shown. It depends on your settings. Cooper Flag is going to manage to, nope, poke that one out of bounds as Miami tried to get it in. There's just so much length on this team. I mean, between Malawach, Flag, Knipple, all the length, man. They just take up so much space in all the passing lanes. Duke is in like a bit of a zone at the moment, too. It's like this 2-3 zone, and that's an air ball. And James tries to recover. He is stepping on the end line there. I don't know if the shot clock is going to reset here. Actually, they will reset the shot clock. Yeah. I guess it technically is out of bounds. John Shire saying no, you should not reset the shot clock there. He's going to get his wish. It looks like they're going to reset the shot clock to 10. It should be 6. Nate Ament should commit to Duke. I think the crystal ball does have in Duke's favor. Yes, okay, they do reset to 6 since basically there was no real possession there. Sion James just merely caught it while he was standing out of bounds. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Oh, it's going to be a kick ball. Oh my God, what a bailout. That's a 20. That goes back to 20 seconds on the shot clock, man. Literally, Miami's had this for like the better part of 50 seconds. Come on. They're still not going to get it, though. I mean, Duke could play, like, Duke's going to have to play 50 seconds of D on a single possession. Miami is still not going to get it. 4, 3, they get it in. Bring the double team in the corner! Oh, Lynn Kidd manages to recover here. There's Johnson out to Bethea. Bethea for 3. That doesn't end up. Miami gets it back, and it's a fresh 30 because it did hit the rim on that one. Johnson for 3 again. No, finally, Duke manages to close out the possession. I told you Miami still wasn't going to get it. Catch and shoot there for Proctor. Thought he got fouled. 3 doesn't go. Bethea here in Miami out in transition and running. Deflection. Caught by Knipple. Nice play by Proctor. Proctor going to go right at Bethea, and it's going to be another foul. That'll be his first. Actually, that'll just be his first, as Proctor will go to the free throw line. Great transition defense here by the Blue Devils. We get a replay of it. Go backwards here. I love this little transition here. Proctor just so heads up, look, with the left hand, and then Knipple catches it. Just great body control right into Bethea. Glad we didn't dislocate another shoulder there, though. Proctor makes the first. Malawach goes to the bench. Proctor makes them both. That's 7 for the Aussie. And Miami inbounds here, now finding itself down 14. .530 to go. Good defense by Sion James. Nothing getting past him tonight. Gongba in for Malawach. Good defense on Kidd. They're going to try to repost Kidd. Kidd actually, wow. All right. So the defense from Gongba lasted it had to just repost there and couldn't move his feet fast enough. Nice play by Lynn Kidd, actually. Gongba definitely got beat on that. Isaiah Evans, nice pass to Gongba. Oh, out to an open flag. Flag too strong in the 3. Gongba trying to get the offensive rebound and the deflection, but nobody was there except for Miami. Miami going to take 3. No, he's on the line. No. Joe Beat was on the line. That's a turnover. Opportunity wasted here for the Hurricanes. I don't actually know what the line was at the start of the game. 20-something probably. Nice pass by Sion James. A nice extra pass there by Cooper Flagg. And we have another turnover as Isaiah Evans just lost it going up. And Bethea with 11 here as they close to 12. I mean, the Duke turnovers are actually the only thing keeping them in this game. Baseball pass down to Gongba in the paint. He gets back his own rebound. That's a foul. It should be an and 1. Yes, it is. Lynn Kidd with his first. Wow. Duke almost went empty on back-to-back possessions, but Gongba with the fight to get his own rebound here in and amongst 2 of the Hurricanes. And yeah, Lynn Kidd just wraps him up. Gongba on the free throw. There you go. Nice. Completes the old-fashioned 3-point play. And Duke manages to open up another 13-point lead. Knipple to the bench. Proctor in. You got a bunch of guards and Gongba. Proctor, Flagg, Evans, James. I guess technically Flagg counts as a small forward, power forward. Who knows? Everything. He plays everything. Sion James, another rejection. Duke racking up the blocks tonight. That's the only thing that we didn't do well in the Illinois game. We got beaten blocks. Illinois had like 6. I think it was like 6-1 or something. Illinois 6 blocks. Duke only 1. That's the only stat we lost the entire night. If you can imagine, oh, that's another steal by Flag. Just takes it away. That's a foul. That's a foul by 99. Ugochukwu. We got the under 4 timeout coming up here. And we will have, no, that's 6. So Duke will inbound from the sideline, it looks like, when we get back. Cat fan hopes that Gungba manages to stay. I think he will. I think he's sort of developed a little slower, perhaps, than what we would have liked. Obviously, he was kind of slowed down early in the season because of the foot injury that kind of plagued some of his off-season prep work there. But, I mean, he's come on strong, so... Do I think depending on who gets the number 1 pick will determine if Flag stays? Is he going to pull like a Caleb Williams or like say that he will not play for a specific team? I will not go play for the Giants. Duke shooting at 65% right now. 13 of 20. I think the NBA, to actually answer the question, is a little different. I don't think so. I don't know if he'll play for the Wizards. I mean, it is kind of too bad that, like, the really good players end up in really bad teams. I mean, you have been able to see some success stories. I think Banchero has done well in Orlando. Certainly the, like, cautionary tales, the whole, like, Jahlil Okafor goes to the 76ers, but that's, like, where careers go to die. So as long as he doesn't go there, then probably, but, yeah, the Wizards. But, like, a lot of some of these up-and-coming teams are kind of built through the draft, like, look at where the Oklahoma City Thunder are now, man. They traded away the best players between, they had the trio. They had Harden, Durant, and Westbrook. Then they kind of, meandered a little bit, and now they're top of the West. Do I believe that Coop would be instant impact in the league? Yeah, yes. There's no doubt in my mind. I mean, he was playing with the U.S. Select team over the summer. And he was already playing with NBA players. I mean, I think also that, like, one of the things you could say about Cooper is that, like, oh, well, he's, like, not big enough or something, right? He, like, he doesn't have enough size on him. But, like, the way that he goes at people that are bigger than him, I think you saw this in the Auburn game, too, when he was just going at Johni Broome. Like, it just doesn't matter. And honestly, it's kind of funny. You reflect on some of the teams before. I honestly thought that Kyle Filipowski got more manhandled and he's a big dude, than Cooper Flag has gotten handled by bigger guys this year. Like, Cooper Flag has honestly, like, imposed his will more than Filipowski did against some teams. I just, like, maybe that's a hot take, but, like, look, I think it's, oh, what a goodness. Oh, there's Cooper Flag with an emphatic throwdown on the cleanup. Cleanup in the Watsco Center. What a little bit of back and forth basketball there. That right there is day one impact in the league. He's trailing the play. I mean, Tyrese Proctor is going to go for a dunk of his own. He gets blocked and that's a foul. That's a foul by Bethea. This is insane. He's just standing there like, you got it, buddy. No, no, no. Actually, it's my turn to dunk. Another poster for the man. Crazy. Gungba at the free throw line. He's got another. Nice to see Patrick Gungba doing well at the free throw line, actually. That bodes well for us, too. Duke players seem to get lucky with where they go. Even Zion went to a good situation, but he never stayed healthy. That's also true. Like, he had Brandon Ingram, right? Down there with him. I sort of agree that New Orleans was a playoff team, and they would have been even more of a contender had Zion been able to stay healthy, but that's more on him, honestly. I think his habits just never really developed. That was so unfortunate. I do wonder if some of it was like there was just like more structure when he was at Duke and at college than when he was in the NBA. I don't know. Just hellish defense here by the Blue Devils, and Miami's going to have to put up a prayer, and it's a shot clock violation. Imagine Cooper flagging OKC. I mean, is there any extra room in OKC right now, though? Although it's kind of funny that SGA isn't playing the fourth quarter of games because they're so far ahead. It honestly feels like a little bit of this Duke team. When I was talking to folks this morning, I was like, we need to adjust Cooper Flagg's stats to divide by 36 minutes as Isaiah Evans hits another 3, 4 of 5 in the first half, because Flagg is off he's just not playing the last, 5 minutes of games. He's got 35, 36 minute games. That's it. He doesn't need to keep playing. You should just adjust divide by 0.9, because he basically plays 90% of the game. So give him an extra, every stat, just increase it by 10%. Effectively is where you'd land, right? Duke has opened a 20-point lead off the 3, and Miami still has no answers here. This Duke defense is just everywhere. A block from behind, but Flagg gets called for it. Oy, unfortunate. So Flagg with 11, Isaiah Evans with 13. I mean, the one getting lost in the shuffle right now is Kon Knipple, who only has 5. And we all know what Kon Knipple can do. Imagine Flagg on the Spurs would be good with Fox, Wemby. Yeah. Yeah, that is the issue that forced Bosch into retirement. That's a really scary one for Wemby, honestly. That's just such a scary condition there. The Joe beat makes the first, makes the second. He's got 425 for Miami. Yeah, indeed, it is a huge shame. Also, the stuff going on with Popovich is no fun, too. I mean, obviously, he's older. At his age, things happen. But speaking about things happening, it seems like Isaiah Evans just threes just happen. Let the kid just, he's just shooting. And that's a beautiful deflection by Malawach. Again, the length and a turnover by Miami as the wheels are coming off here in the last 2 minutes of the first half. Literally, it is about to get crazy. Here is Proctor for 3. That looks good. Oh my goodness, it doesn't go. Slightly off. It was wide open for Proctor. He just on a table. It was literally on the platter, like at Joe Stone Crabs. Here you go. All the Stone Crabs, and he couldn't hit it. Bethea drops another 3. Oh, no, not Bethea. Schwartz gets 3 there. Flagg going to go behind the back here. And Miami, with about 2 reach arounds, couldn't get him. He's rejected by the rim ultimately. And Miami in transition. Ooh, 2 for them. And timeout, Shire. Timeout. We stopped play for some reason. Looks like we had an issue in the stands, which is kind of odd because the way that where the place where all the Duke managers are going is like into the tunnel. I don't know what's over there. And Duke will take a timeout here, yeah. Oh, Tyrese Proctor went into the tunnel. I was like, is there something wrong with a fan? Like, no, you just had the trainer go, okay, that's not good. Let's rewind. Let's see what happened here. Okay, let's look at why Tyrese Proctor went into the tunnel here during the timeout. So there's the 3 by Schwartz. Okay. So this is the ensuing possession. Flag. Okay, that's a foul. That's definitely a foul by Joe Beat, not called. Proctor. Oh, looks like he might have sprained his ankle there. Ooh. Oh boy, that's no good. What? Oh, what? Oh my goodness. That is not good. I don't know if he got hit in the knee, something with the left knee. That's not good. He just goes hobbling off. It originally looked like there was an ankle, but then he like kicks up the left knee. That does not look good. Malawach makes actually those are his first points for Malawach here. Boy, an issue with Tyrese Proctor would be devastating. So Miami with the final shot down 17, and we got fouls to give. So, James will give one, and Miami will have to re-inbound here. We have one more foul to give that we could use to stop the clock. So Miami would have to re-inbound, but it's going to have to be other than Sion James. Knipple could be it. No? Okay, we're just going to play this out here. Schwartz, does make it here at the very end. All right, what actually ends up happening here? Let's look at it again, but like... This is bad. This is bad, boys. Hold on. Why doesn't it let me... There we go. Oh, that is at least a hyperextended knee. Oh, money. Oh, baby, that's not good. Look, he comes down and just like it looks like it just like extends backwards. At least it's not side to side. At least it's not side to side. That. Oh, God damn it. Okay, that's not good, boys. That's not good. That is really not good. I really hope that's not serious. And it's nothing more than a bit of a hyperextended knee. But yeah. And that there's nothing actually damaged or injured in there. Yeah, Florida being Florida again. You know, it was funny. I found a where this let's see, Florida Gators. Let me see if I can find it. There was basically there was something that basically was like they Florida Gators put something out on Twitter that is like, oh, they put Duke out above us. And I was like, even though we won. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's there you go. I can't find it though. It just makes the Gators. No, no, no. There was like a tweet or something that was like complaining about how Duke managed to jump Florida in the rankings. And I was like, oh, well, I guess it's a good thing you weren't put at number 2. Because, like, Duke is playing like the number 1 team in the country, even though they're probably not going to be ranked at number 1 at any point in the season. Unless Auburn were to lose, obviously. But we had our opportunity, and then we blew it at Clemson. That was the week that week was our opportunity. We just didn't manage to blow it at Clemson. So, yeah. Okay, so here we are in the stats of the first half. Duke putting up a tremendous performance here, 47 to 32. So Duke plus 15 at the moment. The lead was as big as 21 at one point in the first half. Just shooting tremendously well, 62% and 16 of 26 with 10 assists to go through that, and 8 of 13 from the three-point line, 7 of 8 from the free throw line here. Isaiah Evans really pacing Duke at the moment, especially from range. 5 of 6. All of Isaiah Evans' shots right now have been from range. 5 of 6. And Cooper Flagg with 11. Proctor with the 7 points, but I doubt he's going to be back in the second half, especially after what we just saw there on those replays. I don't think we see any Tyrese Proctor. So that probably means more Con Knipple. Obviously, more Sion James. Interesting stat line for Sion James. Actually, very ugly stat line for Sion James tonight. 0 assists, 3 turnovers. This is a dude that has had a 6 assist to turnover ratio, a 6.0 assist to turnover ratio over his last like several games, going back like 7 or 8 games, right? He's got 3 turnovers tonight. So it's just a very uncharacteristic performance by Sion James. I think we can also see more Caleb Foster since there's not going to be a Tyrese Proctor. Foster, who we've seen sparingly, but has played really well in the garbage minutes. I mean, what an opportunity for Caleb Foster to get back into the lineup, into the rotation, and really build that confidence with Proctor presumably out for the rest of the game and probably doesn't even play on Saturday either. So more opportunity here for Caleb Foster. Look, like we're not, I guess Florida State, we don't need him anyway. I mean, the Wake Forest game might be a little tough without Proctor, but, you know, I think we'll be fine. Gongba has 5, sort of nice surprise there off the bench. She's 3 of 3 from the free throw line, which is probably the biggest surprise of that. Mason Gillis hasn't taken a shot yet, but has played 3 minutes. I expect we'll see some more of minutes for him. So really it is going to be, you know, between the, you're going to have Sion James, Malawach, Knipple, and Flag kind of going the distance. Then you're going to rotate in Evans, Gongba, and Foster. I mean, you're down to a rotation of 8 guys. So that's it. That's all we got. Yeah. Catfan says that Clemson isn't going to play that good against us. I doubt. I mean, I doubt they have a shooting game like they did on that one particular night. Interesting stat here as we look, you know, Duke with the 6 turnovers, again, kind of uncharacteristic, really keeping Miami in it with 9 points off those turnovers, although Duke has just taken Miami to town, to the woodshed with their turnovers. I mean, 11 turnovers for Miami lead to 19 Duke points. That's pretty incredible. But we're actually getting out-rebounded at the moment, 18-17. So Duke -7 in the rebounding column. A lot of offensive rebounds for Miami, but they just haven't been capitalizing. And if you look here, Miami actually has 6 more shots than Duke, but they've made 4 less. That's why their shooting percentage is so horrible. I mean, imagine if they didn't have these 6 shots and they were down at 26, they'd probably even have 4 or 6 points less than they do today. So they'd be in dire straits. But yeah, Duke really not being able to close out defensive possessions. There was that one possession, right, where Miami got 3 or 4 cracks at it. Duke had to basically defend for 50 seconds or more, almost a minute, 10 seconds or something like that. And Miami just still couldn't crack the basket. But yeah, you see they've gone 3 of their last 3, so +6 here of late. That brought the margin down to 15 instead of what it was at 21. Yeah, 6 steals leading to the turnovers there. Yeah, and Duke with 4 blocks, so we don't have a block stat, actually. There we go. Malawach with 2 blocks, James with 1, Gongba with another one. Tyrese Proctor with the 2 steals. Yeah, he was kind of everywhere. .5 points per possession is kind of insane. Here's the season stats. This is kind of cool, actually. The Cooper Flag, 538 points so far this season, shooting 50%, 38% from 3, 82% from the free throw line, 211 rebounds. I mean, this dude leads in points by a mile. Number 2 is Knipple. I was right about that. That Knipple would be the second in line here at 362, Proctor at 331. But yeah, Flag leading in points, total rebounding by a long shot. I mean, this is almost a 50-50 rebound differential between him and Malawach. I mean, the assists, he also assists with 20% higher than Sion James here at 91. It's interesting. Foster at 3rd, Caleb Foster, Proctor at 64 even. Wow. Proctor has fewer assists than Knipple. Interesting. Cooper Flag is tied in total number of blocks at 31. He did have more than Malawach, although Malawach has 2 in this particular game, so he's been accumulating that, and he's got 43 steals. I mean, He also leads the team in turnovers, which is not great. That is not the stat you want to be leading in. But yeah, he's got almost twice the turnovers of Sion James. And he does have the highest plus minus. Interesting. Proctor's there too. Offensive rating. These are interesting. I've never looked at these stats. Offensive rating is points produced by a player per 100 possessions. Wow. So Malawach has actually the highest. Interesting. Flag isn't even up there. Caleb Foster. What? Interesting. He just has so few possessions that he makes a bunch of plays when he has really makes the most of his minutes here. Turnover rate. Defensive rating is points allowed by a player per 100 possessions. So I guess you want this one to be lower. So 185.6. All right. We should be getting back to the action here in just a second. Woo! What do we got, folks? What do we got? So many commercials. It's a 15-minute halftime, yeah. Duke is playing FSU. We played the two Florida teams back to back. Although FSU is in Cameron though, so this is it's only the second to last away game because we'll have to end the season at Carolina playing on the road. Whew. Yeah, this is what I was saying. Proctor is out with a left knee injury. This is not good. This is not good. Everything was going our way. Oh my goodness. I was watching the UNC game last night, and does FSU really suck at defense? It was a really high-scoring game. I think both of them are pretty terrible at defense. It was like 90-something to 80. It's like mid-90s to mid-80s, wasn't it? The injury status is out for the game. Presumably out for a little while, too. That is not good. So I suspect we'll see Caleb Foster, but actually we're going to see Isaiah Evans. So Sion James is going to be the primary ball handler here for the Blue Devils. And Isaiah Evans will take the place of the extra shooting guard. Sion James there gets the bucket. And there you go. So Duke opens the second half with 2 on the glass. 2 off the glass, rather. Landon Kidd being guarded by Malawach. Malawach did very well in this matchup here. And Kidd will finish. He's got 8. 2-2 so far in the second half as Flagg brings it up the court. Flagg there couldn't get it, but will be fouled. No, the rebound will go to Malawach. I think no matter what happens in this game, the overarching story of the whole thing is going to be Tyrese Proctor, who's probably going to come out in crutches, I guess. At least in terms of a knee injury, you don't need a walking boot. Shouldn't. So the dreaded Duke walking boot will not be making an appearance, I hope. Knipple steps on the band line, and that's another turnover. Very sloppy there by Khan. See what he wanted to do, but just playing too fast. Pressing a little too much. Nick is not freaking out. I'm freaking out. I am already freaking out about that Proctor injury. Although, there's no opportunity for him to shoot us out of an NCAA tournament game like he did against NC State last year, I guess. But no, we definitely want Proctor in. We would definitely rather have him than not. So, just because we need the depth, man. Oh, Flagg is just going to hit the lane here. Yeah, it'll be a foul on Brandon Johnson, his second. I mean, he's not even out on the he's not even on the bench right now, which is probably the most concerning thing, right? Would be if he was able to come back and at least sit at the end of the bench, but he's not even there. Although the trainer isn't working on him, so I don't know. It's like we got Knipple there. As I was not paying attention, I was looking at the end of the Duke bench and out on Miami. Oh yeah, I was just like not paying attention. I was trying to find where Proctor is at, because if the trainer is out on the court, I don't know who exactly would be like back in the locker room with them, so to speak. Isaiah Evans finally decides to take something that's not a 3 and misses it. Probably that should be the stick with the threes. Knipple tries to run down the loose ball but can't. The deflection will keep it with Miami, who does also have the possession arrow. So Duke about to open a 20-point lead here. Sitting at 18. Miami driving baseline. Bethea for 3. He was hot earlier in the game. Can't hit that. Hits the top of the backboard. Flagg bring it down the court. Flagg gets stuck down low. Oh, what a finish! Ridiculous! I mean, this is what I mean about not people not being able to body up against Flagg. He does not care. He just goes into the guy, no matter how big or small they are, and pushes them off their spot. He's like, that spot is mine. I'm taking it. I don't care. And he just gets whatever he wants for whatever reason. I mean, he's a lot stronger than he looks. So Duke now with a 21-point lead that matches the largest margin, and just, wow. Between Knipple and James, they managed to pick up a theft. And here's Flagg who gets it back out to Knipple. And Knipple going to go in there, tries to get it to Malawach. Malawach with the little lay-in. And the route is officially on. Timeout, Miami. This is the right time to call it. This is the right time out right now, as if you're Miami. You didn't need to wait any longer. It's boy, it's over. Well, chat, what do you want to talk about for the next the next 30 some odd minutes? Let's see if there's any. Is there anything about Proctor? Chai Lucas is watching. I don't see anything on Proctor's I agree that Jai Lucas is a good hire for Miami. I mean, I was very happy we were able to pull him out of Kentucky. But of course, Calipari left, so. But still. So 10-2 so far. Duke on an 8-0 run after Miami made it 2-2 all early in the second. Ryan Young is the new coach? No. Absolutely not. Who do you bring in? I don't know. That's a good question. Who do you bring in? I don't know. You can't get Jeff Capel again. I mean, he's great, but he's off at Pitt, so you can't. He's already a head coach. You can't do that. I don't know. Who do you bring back? Who's kind of out there? Kyle Singler, maybe? There's got to be somebody out there that isn't, like, actively playing ball, right? All right, here we go. You gotta get your one, Howard. Is Hill still Grant Hill? Bring Grant Hill in. That'd be funny. He's been on the bench doing. Bring Jay Williams back too. Get him out of the commentary booth, man. Not Jay Billis though. Not Jay Billis. Lynn Kidd going really tough there up against Malawach. Great defense and a rebound to Flag. No changes actually to the lineup here for Duke, despite the extended timeout for Miami. Even though we currently lead by 23, looks like we're going to stick with the lineup right now. James thought about the three, puts it behind the back with the fancy dribbling instead. Malawach, they try to go to the alley-oop, and it's a turnover instead. Malawach couldn't get both hands on it here. And this is going to be Schwartz in the corner for three. That hits the front of the iron and lands in the chest of Malawach, who gladly collects the rebound. And by the way, Florida still losing to Georgia by 16, 36-48. As Evans puts up another three. I thought that was going to go. Not quite. Knipple there with a rebound. He'll be fouled. And that'll be free throws for Con Knipple. and should be Lynn Kidd's second foul, and that's actually the under 16 timeout. So a lot of timeouts here, folks. Somebody's got to have a good snack out there, I would think. Somebody's got to be having a good snack out there. Anything, something. Actually, I'm gonna get some cheese for the dog. I'll be right back. Watch this. Instantly awake. Come here, bud. Come on. Come here. Come here. Wait. Yeah, good boy. Yeah, you're doing tricks with the camera. Yeah. Oh, he can't do down. His paws are wet. Oh, fine. There you go. I don't know what it is about cheese, but it seems to be universally loved by dogs. And humans, I guess. Here you go. Bro, if a Duke coach or player ever went to UNC to coach, no, it's just not happening. No. You should have enough respect that you'd like, no. Actually, if you're UNC, I would never even make the offer. I would be so embarrassed as Carolina to make an offer to a former Duke player like that. Oh my God. It would be embarrassing. Actually embarrassing. Interesting. Looks like Knipple makes them both. That gives him 10 and puts him into double figures. We still have no substitutions here for Duke. And it is the 5 that started the second half still in it. So Duke currently by 25. Can't beat him, so ask the team that beat you by a lot. I wish we could hire Rick Pitino, but Pitino's old, man. Like, he's in Twilight, right? Like, Pitino gets another Final Four with St. John's would be great. That's a shot clock violation. The Duke defense just holding strong here. Interesting that, like, the 4 seed right now is Wake Forest. Like, we play them next week, and then we could conceivably play them the week after again. as in the tournament. Oh, that's a steal. It's a Caleb Foster turnover, so he turns the ball as soon as he gets in. That's no good. I thought it was a kick ball there, but refs decide not to stop play. So not a great start there for Caleb Foster. And now he picks up his dribble, does manage to get it to Gungba. And we have Isaiah Evans for three. Ooh, I thought that was good. Knipple going for the rebound, does manage to get it and gets it to Foster. And we have a foul. We have a foul. Yeah, Wake Forest is the last team in right now. Oh, Con Knipple from the corner again. Another three-pointer. Hopefully things don't end bad against Wake. I mean, we beat them at Wake, so like that was the harder of the two games, obviously. But yeah, we may be looking at an extended period of time without both Malik Brown and Tyrese Proctor. Like that doesn't, especially like it might be hard to actually finish out the ACC because look, like Clemson and Louisville are just they only have 2 losses, right? So like you can't lose again because then you would elevate Clemson. So basically we need to win out because I suspect that Louisville and Clemson are going to win out too. We'll take a look at their remaining schedules here. Oh, I thought Gongba could have gotten called for a foul here. That's going to be a foul on 99. That's his third. So Duke inbounding here underneath the basket. Foster to inbound. 3:49 to go. 62-36. Mercy rule. Florida continues to trail by 15. Here's flag over to Foster. Foster for 3. That looks good. Yep. And it is. Caleb Foster for 3 has 5 so far. Bethea working on Knipple. Nice move by Bethea, actually, to get some separation, but couldn't hit the shot. Miami then with another offensive rebound, and Lynn Kidd manages to cash in. Here's Gongba, nice pass. Great assist by Caleb Foster as Patrick Gongba cashes in 7 for him. Isaiah Evans playing some decent defense here on Bethea. Swing pass out to Schwartz. Takes a couple dribbles inside the 3-point line. It's off, and we have a foul on Foster, or we have a foul on Flag. They're going to get Foster for it. And Cooper Flag will go to the bench right at the 12:48 mark, which makes sense. That's exactly where you would expect him to get his rest here. So Gillis in for him, as is James. Miami can't connect there on the drive. And they come up empty as Duke is threatening to go up 30. James driving in. James with the left hand. James off the glass. With the right, rather. Sorry. And we're now up 31. Working, but if Jai leaves, bring back Nolan Smith. That's an interesting one, actually, Shane. That is a very interesting one. Young dude, excellent recruiter, great personality. I agree. I think Nolan going to Louisville was obviously did not work, right? Because Louisville just tanked. And that did not really help his career at all. So I think we could do him a solid, if you will, if we were able to bring him back. I think that honestly makes the most sense out of everything. I could absolutely see that happening. That makes sense to me. Good call. And another shot clock violation here is it just turns into another turnover here for Miami as we've hit the under 12 timeout at the moment. We've opened up a 31-point lead as we continue to shoot 60%. Miami down to 33%. Despite the high volume of shots, they've shot 5 more shots than Duke and just aren't hitting anything. Duke's three-point shooting, 11 of 18, paced by Con Knipple with 3 of 4, and Isaiah Evans at 5 of 8 right now. And it's Darren Harris time, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely Darren Harris time right now. A 20-4 run for Duke over the last 6.5 minutes. We have hit our last 4 shots. And, yeah, I mean, you got Bethea with 11 for Miami, Kidd with 10. Very inefficient nights, though. 4 of 12 for Bethea and 5 of 10 for Lynn Kidd. I have a slight... My foul situation is slightly off there. Now I got it right. The total rebounding has so the deficit has been condensed by Duke. We were losing by 7. So Miami plus 7 rebounding at the halftime. Miami plus 2 right now as we've managed to claw that back. Duke also shooting very well from the free throw line, which is great to see. 10 of 11, and we've forced Miami into 16 turnovers so far, and we have 24 points off those turnovers. So we're converting at about 1.5 points per turnover, which is incredibly efficient and great to see. Duke with 8 turnovers, so 2 so far in the second half. That's better than what we were doing, where we ended the first half with 6. Actually, to end the first half with 6 was actually pretty good. We had about 4 turnovers in the first 5 to 6 minutes of the game, I want to say. So we definitely managed to clean it up later in that half, which was good. Of course, right now, all our thoughts with the situation with Proctor, who has some sort of left knee issue, has not returned even to the bench so far, which is not great. But, yeah. BJ McKee, who is... I feel like I should know this name, but I'm not even going to pretend to know who BJ McKee is. He's not a Duke player, or is he a Duke player from a long time ago? Oh, he's a Wake Forest assistant, I see. Gotcha. No, I mean, we have so much in-house talent. We really don't need to go external, man. We have so much in-house talent. Quick programming note, Saturday's game against Florida State at home in Cameron. One of the final 2 home games of the season will tip off at 7 o'clock Eastern time, so it'll be 4 o'clock Pacific, so same time, just a different day, as Caleb Foster gets his shot blocked from behind. You want to bring Bobby Hurley, as long as it's not Danny Hurley, man. Danny Hurley, I think he's a bit full of himself, honestly. I can't wait to see UConn get bounced in the first weekend of the tournament. It might even be the first round, okay? But it's definitely the first weekend. So just pencil it in. UConn is going to be bounced first weekend. Con Knipple with the easy finish there. Just really kind of boxed out his defender and let himself get it off the rim. Darren Harris at the scorer's table, ready to check in, and we have a stoppage of play. Flag and Gungba to the bench as Malawatch James come in, and I thought Darren Harris was coming in. Actually, he does. So we have a full second unit. Actually, no, except for Sion James and Malawatch. What am I saying? You got Malawatch and James, and then you got Harris, Foster, and Gillis. And that shot by Miami is good, actually. Duke by 31 at the moment. Gillis trying to come off a screen. Let's see what kind of action we can get. Here's Foster now. There's the little ghost screen there by Malawach on the pick and roll, actually. So we got James now going baseline. James with 5 seconds. He gets blocked. Not really. That was not a great offensive possession by Duke. Definitely the worst of the night. And, oh no, here goes the 31-point lead. Just kidding. Bethea stepped out of bounds. Staten McRae. Two. I'm missing points from somebody. I don't even know who. Sure. Oh, Stat McRae, 11 there. It's the third foul on Bethea here. One more puts Duke in the bonus with about 10 minutes left. This is the problem. The problem with Duke and putting in the second unit with 10 minutes left in the game, man, is that, like, it really tanks our defensive stats. Raptors get flagged. We can get the Duke squad on Toronto. There you go. Flag back in. I don't know if I really like the whole, like, playing north of the border thing. I should play in the U.S., man. America. Malawach makes the second. He's got 4 points this afternoon. Duke with really good defense here. 14 seconds on the shot clock for Miami. And Lynn Kidd on Malawach. Kidd's going to try to make it happen. Spins to his left. Finishes with the left hand. And Lynn Kidd has got 12. Nice play by him. Ingram flag Barrett. I mean, at least RJ Barrett is actually Canadian. Foster too strong on the leader. And the lead is only 30 right now. So there we go. There's a 3 on the way for Miami. Swish. Staten McRae. He's got 5. All in the second half here as the lead dwindles to 27. This is what I mean. We're like totally like we're killing our own defensive efficiency stats here by not playing the full. Oh, Malawach gets deflected actually by Staten McRae. Wow, this kid... Number 11 has had a little bit of a resurgence there. Oh, we could have taken it away from him. Johnson, air ball. The turnaround shot by Joe Bay. No, flag comes down with that rebound. Probably has a double-double by this point. Nice pass to Gillis. Gillis almost traveled with it. Gives it to Darren Harris for 3. No, not quite. Gillis there with a rebound. Right place, right time. Nice to Cooper Flagg, who puts it on the deck against Lynn Kidd. And we have a bump there. That'll be Cooper Flagg at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Flagg actually only has 4 rebounds. Never mind. I thought he had way more. Knipple's got 5. Interesting. Flagg with the 1-on-1. Yep. Got Flagg for the second one, and he will make that. So 16 points for Cooper Flagg. Ties him with Isaiah Evans for the most points on this Duke team. As the lead is 29 with 8:03 left. And Lynn Kidd trying to work on Malawatch again. He went left last time. He tries to spin to his right this time. Isaiah Evans brings down the rebound off the miss. Nice pass up ahead from Gillis to Knipple, and Knipple drills it. Con Knipple on the assist from Mason Gillis. 18 points for Con Knipple. See, my problem... Oh, there's another beautiful... The length of Malawatch with the steal, and we have a foul on Ashton McRae. That'll send Knipple to the free throw line. The problem with losing Proctor, more so than... Actually, offensively, this team is, like, I have no issues. Defensively, I have few issues, too. But, like, Proctor is one of the best on-ball defenders that Duke has. Losing Proctor is going to put a lot of pressure on us defensively. Or more pressure on us defensively here, because you can give the toughest assignment on the other team to Tyrese Proctor, and he will shut them down. And we're gonna miss some of that, I think, as he's out here. So we're going to miss him really on the defensive end. I think more so than anything. And obviously he can hit clutch shots for you when you need it, but like still. Defensively, like this team is just built around its defense. But maybe it's just nothing. I mean, nice thing is that like we don't have an extended road trip here, right? We go back to Durham tonight. They'll do the imaging on it tomorrow. And then we'll know what, like first thing in the morning, and then we'll know what's up. And hopefully there's nothing, there's nothing crazy. Okay. Not much else to get into here. I mean, it's pretty straightforward at the moment. I just hope we can hold them to less than 60. We have set 7:28 to go. 45. Maybe it's possible, right? They're scoring basically 15 points every 10 minutes. So, like right now, we would beat that clock. Yeah, this is crazy. It's 16 points for Flag, 18 for Knipple, and 16 for Isaiah Evans. I mean, again, yeah, a very quiet 18 for Con Knipple. He just does the work, man, day in, day out. So reliable. Hi, bud. Hi, bud. Knipple could make it 19 right now. $20 for Con, 34-point margin for Duke. And Duke's still in this zone. It's like a 1-2. It was 1-3-1 right now for the zone. Forcing Miami to try to shoot over it. Nothing there for Stanton McRae. Rebound to Gillis. Just a lot of length on the zone here. Malawatch with the throwdown. Matthew Cleveland is out. Actually, you can't see the all there. Yeah, he hasn't played. He didn't play in the last game and it wasn't playing tonight, so I don't know. I don't know why we had a stoppage in play. We lose a shoe. Oh, actually, we got Flag, Malawatch, and Knipple all going to the bench, which brings out Foster, Gongba, Evans, Harris, and Gillis as your 5 Blue Devils on the floor at the 6:20 mark of the game. That's probably it for Flag. So this is what I'm saying. We need to, like, divide out his points by, like, you know, the 10% of the game that he's not playing, basically. Or now it's like the 15% of the game that he's not playing since he's at the 6-minute mark. Evans going to feed it to down low to Gongba. Gongba playing back to the basket. Harris puts it on the floor off the pass from Gongba. It's a turnover. And good move, good ball movement here by Duke as Brendan Johnson will get his first points of the evening. 81-47. Duke played everyone. Yeah. Yeah, everybody that can play has played, except for the walk-ons. But, of course, I think we're going to see those guys, too. So, Foster to Gongba there. Nice. Gongba's got 9. I didn't realize that, like, the bottom 3 teams do not actually make the ACC tournament. That is crazy. So basically, they have no hope of ever reaching the NCAA. Interesting. Oh, another turnover there by Evans, who looked like he dribbled it off his foot. And Miami. This is what I was saying, man. I don't want him to get to 60, but I think, like, it might be inevitable because our second and third unit give up too many points. They ruin our defensive stats. Gillis for 3. Oh, he banks it home off the window. We're up almost 40 points, man. I just can't even begin. I just can't even fathom the... It's just so dominant. Oh, Lane Kidd gets it deflected as Gongba turns away the lob and is 5-on-4 right now. If he wants it, Evans can't finish. Leaves it at the rim with the right hand. Kidd gets a long range 2. That's 14 for him. And he's still playing here. The Miami Star. So we're going to get some walk-ons ready to check it in here. Foster for 3 from the outside. Looks good. Yep. And it is. The shot's just fallen for the Blue Devils. 8. Duke's largest lead in ACC. 40. No, 38. Yeah. All right, folks. 3:05 left. Duke by 36. Anybody have a final score tally that they want to throw out there? 96-50, 96-56. Appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. I know it's actually, well, we got the early game, so it's not too bad. Hope to see y'all back on Tuesday. No, oh my God, what am I talking about? On Saturday for the game against Florida State. We'll definitely keep an eye on Tyrese Proctor's condition and how that develops throughout the week. So that's definitely not good. But all right, Cat Fan's got 95-60. So he says, or they say that we'll definitely make it to 60. The dog is eating an antler. All right, let's go. Come on. Chris is still pumped up. I gotta hit the gym after this. Let's finish on time. Ooh, Florida has tightened it up against Georgia by 7. Georgia taking Pittsburgh. Wow, Pittsburgh really needs to win that game at home. How many times has Duke scored 100 this season? Twice. And Lynn Kidd makes the free throw. Oh yeah, there's the Boozer guys. Miami locals. All right, so 35 points is the delta. 255 is the clock. Gillis for 3. Can't quite connect. A rare miss for Duke, actually. Might do it again, considering the FSU defense. There's still, to get 100, we somehow need 11 points in 2.5 minutes. I mean, it's ambitious. It's certainly doable, but it's very ambitious. Miami pinned down low as Stanton McCray tries for 3 and can't hit that. So it's 2 minutes left on the game. 91-54. Oh, it's another turnover by Duke. We haven't even gotten a crack at the basket. We haven't even gotten a crack at the basket the last 3 possessions. My goodness. Man, I gotta go work out back still. Whew. if their bench averaged 10. I mean, we have 9 points to make it to the century mark. Unless we start raining 3 threes, I don't think it's going to happen. Well, there's the steal. So maybe Harris, Foster, extra pass out to Gillis. No, it doesn't go. Jobit. Oh, good deflection. Jobay for 2. I don't really care if we don't get to 100 as much as I care more if Miami gets to 60. I don't want to see Miami get to 60. Just kill the air out of this thing. Just kind of sending it on the outside. Oh, what? Cameron Sheffield. Hello for 3. Cameron Sheffield for 3. Amazing. So there's 2 more for Miami, and I've seemingly lost track of, oh, there's points here. Duke is going to take the shot clock violation, or no? Gillis is going to take 3. He's going to get fouled. Chobay is his first. Sheffield. Oh, Foster has extra. Oh, yeah, that's right. 91 and then the 3. Yes. Duke has got to keep this winning streak going until we hold the Natty Trophy, says New Killer. I hope so, man. I just hope that we keep it going. We need to know what's going on with Tyrese, man. Proctor, it's going to be a huge, huge piece of it. Gillis makes all 3 free throws, actually, and that's going to be 97, so we almost made the century mark there. Jobay will finish, and that is 60, so right on the average, and that'll be at 97 to 60. All right, very good. A fantastic win for the boys, the exhibition that we all thought it was going to be, of course. So we were right on multiple levels about how this thing was going to go. And it pretty much just did exactly that. So there, Kidd 2, Johnson 2, Bethea 2, Stanton McRae 2. All right. I don't know why I keep... anyway, it is what it is. All right, folks, that's it. I think I'm going to just, I'm going to go to the gym and then I'm going to eat because I'm hungry and the dog's hungry. So by the time I get back, we're going to have to feed this little guy. Okay, folks, a quick stat check and then we'll go. Why did I not end up with this correctly? Kidd 2, Johnson 2, Bethea 3, Stanton McRae 2, Jobay 1. That's there. What? 17. 10, 9, I don't even know. I don't know why the foul situation is off by 1. It's like really bothering me though. 9 personal fouls in the second half, 17 total, so that would be 10. I guess this was 8. Anyway. Okay. Flag with 16, again, didn't play like the last 6 minutes. Proctor with 7. We got to see what's wrong with his knee, left knee there. Knipple with 20, a very silent 20, honestly. 6 of 8 shooting, very efficient. 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. I mean, Duke with a very overall efficient 32 of 57 to 56%. I mean, 6 of 9 for Flag is great. 6 of 8 there for Knipple. 2 of 4 from Malo. Actually had 6, interestingly enough. No double doubles, as we never got it up onto the to the rebounding here, and we actually did up losing the rebounding battle by 2. Interestingly enough, Isaiah Evans 16 points, 5 of 8 and 5 of 10 from the field, and Gillis, nice to see him getting in on the action too. 6 points there, 9 points for Gungbo, which is great to see the development there as Brown, and we even had Cameron Sheffield score 3, which was amazing. All right, as CatFan says, solid win. I will see you all on Saturday for the game against Florida State. All right, same time, just different day. Until then, take care, everybody, and have a very nice and safe rest of your week. And as always, go Duke. Good night.